We are so incredibly lucky that once a week for the last 5 seasons, we had a chance to chat with this man. Joining us now, quarterback for the New York Jets, 4-time NFL MVP, Super Bowl champion, Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron!
How are you, man?
Good afternoon, boys.
I'm very thankful that you wore the wired headphones for this particular conversation, so there's no chance of breaking the Bluetooth connection. I see you wear them into every single stadium that you walk into. You're old school, still are. I appreciate that.
You got to protect the brain.
Oh, see, I didn't even think about that. Because the radio,
electromagnetic,
they're all just going in there. All right, anyways, let's not talk about the wired headphones, even though those are artifacts at this standpoint of life. Let's talk about the massive news.
Are they really? I feel like they're coming back. I see like 3 or 4 guys on the squad that got them. So there's a small, really tight-knit group on the team that has them.
You're an influencer, bro. It seems like
smart guy.
Yeah, everybody's worried about the brain. It's a good idea. Putting the Guardian cap on, go back to the wired headphones. Let's make sure we're keeping his brain as safe as possible. Okay, here we go. This is a big deal, Aaron. I just kind of laid it all out. The narrative that has been built quickly, and I think this is what happens with your life for everything you do. There's a narrative that is built, and then you either decided for a long time to kill him with indifference and not answer a narrative, or whenever you came on our program and started doing as such and started opening up more to everybody, it was like you started like kind of nipping things in the bud that have been growing for a long time. Right now, the narrative that's growing around you is that you got Coach Saleh fired because you hate Coach Saleh. You didn't give him a hug, okay? You went to Egypt and you hate the guy. Now, I would love to offer you the floor to kind of explain how yesterday went down, your thoughts on it all, and how you think we got to this point that we're at with the New York Jets organization in 2024.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday was a day that reminds you of the simple fact that all of us who played know all too well, and that's that it's a tough business. It's a beautiful profession. It's incredible. It's done so much for our lives, but it's also a really tough business. I love Coach Saleh. We have a very solid relationship. We have since, I met him in 2021 and had a nice conversation when they came and visited us for joint practices. He was a big reason why I came to the Jets. I felt like the team, was a solid team. Had a relationship with Coach Hackett, obviously. And I really liked Coach Saleh. Everything that Matt LaFleur said about him, the few interactions I've had, the times that we went against him, I just had a lot of respect for him. And so, it was just a reminder yesterday how tough the business is. I think what people can forget in this is not only is Robert a fantastic human being and a damn good football coach, he's also a family man. He's got 7 kids. He's got an incredible wife. And the business of football can be hard, not just on those of us who are playing and coaching and doing personnel things and ownership, obviously, but it's tough on the families. And I've got to know Robert's family over the last couple of years, and especially one of his kids, Adam. Adam's my little throwing buddy from training camp. Love Adam. He's an incredible, incredible kid. And so I'm thinking there's obviously a lot of emotions, but you think about the family and the kids as much as, the people you love, your own family, who is the coaching staff and the players and what they're all going through. So, anybody who's kind of championing this decision, I would just appeal to the humanity of the situation and remind you there's other people involved. And Adam has to go to school today. Possibly, or this week. And hopefully there's no, kids with poor parents who are making snide side comments to him. It's just a reminder there's a lot of things involved in this. As far as any of the ridiculous allegations out there, I'm not going to spend more than one sentence in response to it, and that is that I resent any of those accusations because they're patently false. And it's interesting the amount of power that people think that I have, which I don't. But I love Robert, and it was one of those days yesterday.
So yesterday, thank you for saying all that. And obviously, they'll take something you said there and chop it up and then say,
"Oh yeah, for sure."
To kind of that's the world we're in. Journalistic standards.
I don't care.
Respect. Yesterday, there was a lot of things that came out, little tidbits from insiders. One of them was that, Coach Saleh was blindsided by it, and everybody in the building was. Is that an accurate depiction of how it all went down? Because then there was a report that you talked to the owner on Monday, you see. So you talked to the owner on Monday, then, firing happens on Tuesday, and that's why they started linking those things. How many of the reports have you heard about? And yesterday, was everybody in the building blindsided by this decision? Week 5, firing a head coach is a wild decision. I think but does everybody feel that way in the building?
Yeah, I did talk to Woody. Woody called me on Monday night. We had a short conversation. I appreciated the call. It was a genuine call, and he just asked me how I was doing. Obviously I got rolled up on in the game, and, my ankle got pretty banged up. So he just called and was asking how I was doing. And, we talked about the game and how disappointed I was in my performance, and that I'm going to play better and we're going to get this thing turned around. And then we hung up. To that point, Woody has no obligation to let me know of what his plans are. Whether or not he knew what he was doing in that moment is inconsequential. I just appreciated the call that he was checking on me. It was just like a friend call, like he would do. Hey, man, I saw that hit in the game. You doing okay? And we had a nice short 5-minute conversation, and then that was that.
Okay, so everybody blindsided Tuesday by this decision, seemingly then.
Well, I was in the training room doing rehab, and it's one of those things like in a John Wick movie is the best way to equate it, where John Wick becomes excommunicado, and then everybody at the Continental's phone starts vibrating. Yeah, it was kind of like that.
Just through the building. Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! A lot of that type of reaction.
I mean, there was a lot of conversations that happened after that. I mean, listen, football is a family atmosphere. You spend more time, for many of us with these people than our own loved ones. So it's a tight-knit community. And, I think everybody was feeling for Robert and worried about him.
Go ahead, AJ.
So you said Woody called you. Is that normal? Like, is it normal for Woody to call you at random times after games, or is that a specific one-time affair? Did you get any kind of feeling like, oh, that was something more than him just checking on me?
No, I mean, I felt it was a nice call, man. I was appreciative that he checked on me. We've talked on the phone a number of times over the last couple of years. He checked on me after my surgery. He checked on me during the rehab process. Christopher Johnson, his brother, and I have a good relationship. He did the same thing. He checked on me as well, made sure I was okay. So it didn't seem, nothing was abnormal. I was actually really thankful, for the call.